2, live.
Alright, what's good, y'all? I go by Digital Crates. I'm representing for the Sound Gallery Tampa. We down here in Florida. I got one of the hottest upcoming artists gassing right now, going crazy in 2020, 2021. Last couple of years been grinding, man, on the scene. We got Yayo right here, Yayo from 813. On Instagram, Yayo813.
Yes, sir.
My guy here been going super hard. He's got new music online now we're going to talk about. I'm tapped into the movement, man. You got a really dope sound.
Appreciate that.
The videos is crazy. It's just kind of like been one track after another. You've been building. Things are going good, but you out here in the Sound Gallery with the family, recording, putting out some amazing content, some good music. I'm tapped into what you got going on for sure. But for the people that don't know you yet, maybe you could tell them your name, where you from, and a little bit more about how you got your start doing music.
Well, I'm originally born and raised from Tampa, you know what I'm saying? This is my stomping grounds, you know what I'm saying? I actually got started in music probably around, actually it's always been in me growing up, you know what I'm saying? It's always been something that's been like a background passion for me, you know what I'm saying? I honestly didn't see myself doing music not too long ago. I actually seen myself doing football. So if you'd asked me as I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, what I wanted to be growing up, I probably would have told you football player. But it's crazy how things work out, you know what I'm saying? I ended up, that didn't work out getting into high school, you know what I'm saying? I almost dropped out, but I ended up finishing. But along the way, I ended up picking up music to get me through it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what helped me kind of like walk across the stage, you know what I'm saying? Getting deep into that and understanding the balance on how important I am to my family and friends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just knowing that there's different ways to make it out here, you know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
Yes, sir.
Now, I talk to a lot of people in the music game that come from the sports world. Whether it was in school or even professionally and they crossed over, it's definitely similar. You know, it's competitive,
right,
but it's community, it's teamwork, you know what I mean? Like, it really takes a team to make the dream work. And that's kind of like what it's like here at the Sound Gallery. It's a team. Everybody plays different positions, plays different roles. Maybe you could talk about how you linked up with the Sound Gallery, how you got with the team.
Well, man, I actually linked with Marcus when they first established themselves here in Tampa, probably about 6-7 years ago, I would say. And he was actually in a spot close to E-Boy. He was across the street from this little club, man. So I had to come across them on Instagram. Somebody recommended me to the studio, and it was like one of my first times actually getting in the studio. So when I got there, you know what I'm saying, the experience itself was just incredible, you know what I'm saying. Marcus showed me love, you know what I'm saying. We made 2 tracks, and it was just something that I always held dear to me, you know what I'm saying. So that's why I always come back, because it feel like home, you know what I'm saying. So that was something that was really big to me, and I always wanted to establish, if I ever did find a studio, I wanted it to feel like my place to come from. I definitely wanted it to be like people I can relate to and people I can talk to, just about anything, not even if it's about music, you know what I'm saying. That's a good place to vent to and a good place to get away sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you got to put life into your art. That's a big part of the music game. A big shout out to Marcus, man, like as an engineer, producer. You know, it's not just even about friendship, it's really family. Like, everybody that comes in here, like, kind of becomes part of the fold. Not just the Sound Gallery studio, but it's also a promotional engine that runs shows and concerts. And everybody kind of finds a way to, like, grow and learn from each other and build things to another level. And definitely, your music is one thing, like, I know it just gets better and better. Keeps improving. How much of that would you, like, kind of put to what I'm saying about the Sound Gallery? Like, how helpful has been the studio for you to, like, get your music better?
Well, that's like, honestly, when I got into it, Marcus was actually a key part into me developing my sound. You know what I'm saying? When we had those talks of, you know, you want to stand out and separate yourself from what everybody's used to, especially if you want to make it out here, especially if you want to sell and make money and make music and do something that you love doing. It's just like a business, you know what I'm saying? So you got to brand yourself and market yourself in that way. In anything you do, you could be a producer, you could be an engineer, you could be a videographer. Yourself is a brand. You have to push yourself like that. So in the process of me growing up in my music and learning and linking up with different people, you know, so I started to develop a sound to where I wanted to just stay in a lane and, okay, yeah, we linked up and we made a good track, but I don't necessarily sound like the next man or you know what I'm saying. I really try to create a sound to where, you know, it's me. You know, when you hear it, when I get on the track, you know, I'm stamping it. So I like just working with Marcus and, like I said, other people just within the scene, not just him, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of people I came across, a lot of artists too, who actually linked up with, who gave me a few pointers on just staying true to myself. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about just trying to be the next man or anything like that. You want to stay true to yourself, because if people fuck with you, they fuck with you. If they don't gravitate to what you got going on and your sound and your wave, they gonna fuck with you.
And that's definitely special about this studio is you see artists collaborating.
For sure.
It's not just one artist coming in. That's how we linked up, was on another artist session.
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody was in here kind of collaborating to make the hottest track possible. Like I said, it's like, you know, like sports, it's competitive, but it's also more about the community and everybody kind of coming up together. The team wins together, you know what I mean?
Actually met a lot of dope artists through here, man. I met Joey Trill, shout out Joey Trill, you know what I'm saying? That's an artist who I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Big Baby, that's an artist, you know what I'm saying? I definitely pay my respects to, who I look up to in this game, you know what I'm saying? And just artists like that who I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, they a gem, you know what I'm saying? They really gems out here in the rough, and it's like, shoot, if you ask me, they already on, you know what I'm saying? I look at them like they doing big things for the city, they bringing so much exposure to different culture here, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's kind of like what music is all about, you know what I'm saying?
What are some more of your influences as you were coming up in music?
Shoot, coming up in music, I actually, growing up, I was more of like it's crazy, I was into like Future a lot, you know what I'm saying, when he first stamped the game. I actually kind of conversed into like Drake and Kendrick and Cole, kind of like to a softer sound, but really sending messages, you know what I'm saying. The older I got, just starting to understand who I was and the type of person that I am. But I'm always, you know what I'm saying, in the trap with it. So, you know, shout out to my Jeezys and Boosies and all that, you know what I'm saying, because that's just what I grew up with, you know what I'm saying. On top of just local artists like Tom G and Lil Key and Javon Black, you know what I'm saying, those people who really created vibes, and Tay Bay, you know what I'm saying, those people who really created vibes in the city who, you know what I'm saying, that's part of what I'm, you know what I'm saying, that's in me, it's my blood. You know what I'm
our culture owes a lot to some of those names.
Sure, they do, man, and it's crazy because a lot of people ain't going to admit it, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't want to speak on, you know what I'm saying, where they get their influences from, or people who inspire them to get into it, but you hear it, you know what time it is, like, it's all love. You at the end of the day, we all create music, and you want to create good music, so that's why I shout out to those people, because they've been making good music.
And your music is really kind of like a mix of a lot of those influences, but you do have a unique sound. It's very much your own. For someone who hasn't heard you yet, how would you describe it?
Turnt. Very turnt, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely bringing high energy. You know, it's going to be realism too. It's not nothing fabricated. Everything is me just being genuine with myself. You know what I'm saying? So when I get into the studio, honestly, everything is a message. Everything is a message, even if it's something, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I call some of my turnt tracks fun tracks. Because I get in there and it's really me having fun, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on stuff that maybe I'm going through or something that I experienced, and it turns out to be great, so I have fun with it. But then you'll catch those deeper tracks I'll throw out there, you know, to where I put like more feeling into it and more thought into it, and you can tell like it's more passion behind what I'm saying. But those are honestly my favorite tracks making, to be real with you, because it always gives me a challenge, and I like challenges to push myself. So.
I think a lot of people do take things a little too seriously.
For sure,
and that's like something that I know we encourage here at the Sound Gallery is just be yourself.
Be yourself, man.
Have fun, you know what I mean? Like, because we love to do this. It's not like anybody's forcing you to do music. It's like you have to do this. Like, you come to the studio and we try to keep the Sound Gallery as a place where you can experiment. You can try new things and not like, you know, feel like anybody's going to laugh at you. Like, people, more than anything's going to encourage you. That's kind of like one of the dope things about this studio family right here. You were talking about your sound separating you from the pack, and there's so much talent around this area of Florida. I mean, it's really, Florida in general is hot right now. So not just Tampa, but what would you say in general for Florida separates you from other artists that's coming out right now?
I think the fact that I'm not really trying to persuade this whole be a gangster image. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who, the wave right now is either you turned up and you get into trouble, you know what I'm saying, or you just, I feel like that's kind of what people have been gravitating to, and don't get me wrong, Florida is a very wild place, like, it get like that, but it's people who really be on some cool shit, you know what I'm saying, like, we gonna, you know what I'm saying, don't play, you know what I'm saying, shit get real, but at the end of the day, like I said, I'm all about making good music, so I feel like that's what separates me, because when you hear my sound, you'll understand that it's authentic, you'll know the street niggas, you know what I'm saying, I grew up in the streets, so I'm from the hood. It's like, it's always love there, but I always try to separate myself and be different. And that's what you hear in my sound. You hear growth. You hear, you know what I'm saying? You hear so much potential. Even like you said, every time you hear it, you expect something new, and that's good for me hearing that from other people, because that keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that, or they let me know that every time they hear me, you know what I'm saying, it's always something good for them to expect, you know what I'm saying. So.
And I know you're pretty active on social media. You're in the streets, but you're on the internet.
I'm trying to get better with that shit, man. I'm trying to
maybe
get
you
better
can tell the people where to follow you and like where you're most active on social media.
I'm actually active on Twitter at Yayo813 if y'all want to follow me. And not Yayo, I'm sorry, that's IG, but Twitter is Yayo_81Chirp. You know, so that's where you can find me on Twitter. So I'm active on both of those, IG and Twitter. That's pretty much my things. You know what I'm saying. I'm not really into the Facebook or the Snapchat or the other stuff. You know what I'm saying. I actually want to get into TikTok. People trying to tell me, you know, that's a little wave right now, but
it's definitely a wave.
You know what I'm saying. I'm starting to see where I can fit in and do my thing. You know what I'm saying. Get in there and grind and shit.
Like Twitter, it's interesting you mentioned that. Twitter, I think, is really underrated. And there's a reason why it's been around longer than a lot of these other social media platforms.
Fuck you want on Twitter. Twitter is fucking.
It's a wild place.
Twitter's fucking wild, man. Like you get on there, you see fucking anything, dog. That shit crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying. I'm starting to get. I'm on to it late. You know what I'm saying. That's something I was in high school hearing about my friends on, and I'm like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying. I'm working and shit. Like I'm in high school working, trying to get this money and shit. Like I said, because football had stopped for me, so I had to figure out what I want to do with my life, man. I, hit the streets a little bit, start working and shit. So shit just changed for me fast, you know what I'm saying? But I went into that Twitter shit. I kind of got onto that shit late.
Yeah.
And I honestly, Instagram was kind of like my thing because at that time frame, I like to take a lot of pictures. So that's when Instagram had first hit. But shit, it ain't even like there was advertising it like, hey, you can make money off this shit. Like, you feel me? Like when Instagram first hit, it was just like Instagram. Now it's like, nigga, you can get rich off this shit. Like, you feel me? You can push yourself and be whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, TikTok's cool because it's really a discovery platform.
Hell yeah.
So you don't even have to like be hot on there. You just got to get your music to people that's already hot.
You can be anybody on fucking. That's the what makes TikTok crazy. You can be anybody, grandma, auntie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Puppy, dog. It don't matter at all. You see everything on TikTok. That's crazy, bro. It's just. And that's what the world's coming down to, this technology, this internet stuff, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, how much stock do you put into it? Like, and one thing we didn't even mention was YouTube. You're pretty definitely, your numbers is going up on YouTube. You've got great videos on there. How much stock do you put into it? Like, do you try to reply to every comment? Like, what's that like?
Honestly, just what I'm getting off right now, you know what I'm saying, it's growing, so clearly, you know what I'm saying, it's going to get to a point where you can't reply to every damn comment, but I'm definitely very active with my fans and the people who actually in tune with me. I definitely try to let them know that I appreciate them, you know what I'm saying, and supporting and being there, because shit, they could be doing anything else, you know what I'm saying, and for them to take the time out of their schedule and listen to it and actually catch a vibe from it, it makes them feel good, you know what I'm saying, about themselves. That's big to me. Like I said, that's what music all about. That's what made me get into it.
It's a lot to balance, you know what I mean? Doing music, living life, social media. You're in the studio, you're filming videos. Like, what's that balance like for you? Like, what's a typical week look like for Yayo?
Honestly, man, as of lately, I've been not in the studio as much as I should be, just personally. Just, and if you ask the next man, they'll probably tell you, like, man, he always in the studio, but I don't feel like I need to be in the studio as much as I should be. You know what I mean? And I just, have my daughter, shout out my baby, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I've really been doing with family stuff, you know what I'm saying? I've been getting back to that because, like you said, over the past years, it's just been strictly music. I've just been grinding, and it kind of takes you away from stuff like that matters, you know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of find a balance to me, and it ain't like I don't really have, like, somebody to guide me through it or teach me, hey, this is what you do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely learning, and I'm definitely taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, so. But I'm, as of now, you know what I'm saying, my foot on the gas has always been on the gas. That's why people see I'm working, but like I said, just personally, I could definitely be doing more. But, they going to see it. They already know. Me saying that, I don't think it's, shit.
Like I said, that's kind of why the Sound Gallery, I think, is so dope as a studio, because it's really a community. You have people encouraging you to go harder. Nobody's telling you to pack it up. Everybody's like, yo, let's hit the streets. Let's go harder. Let's do these shows. Maybe you could talk about, just the studio process for you. Like, when you come to the studio, do you, have the song ready to go? Do you come in and create? Like, how's the production process go?
Well, really, it's my mind be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I treat it like a job. You know what I'm saying? It's like clocking in. Like, I know when I get there, it's no games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we get in there. Like I said, we had our fun tracks. I'm getting there, have my fun. But at the end of the day, I know the bigger goal to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know the outcome that it benefit my friends, the people that I care about. So, yeah, I'm not coming in here playing no games. You know what I'm saying? This shit. And we going to get in here and vibe and bob our head and, catch a vibe and it's going to be that. But when you get back home, you be like, damn, yeah, we put in that work for sure. You appreciate it more, you know.
So how does like the actual writing go? Like, are you always writing bars? Do you freestyle? Like, what's
it's
the process?
crazy. I actually freestyle a lot, man. I freestyle a lot, and I kind of like let that take me to where I go. Like I said, the more deeper tracks that I do, the more stuff that I'm more passionate about, I probably write. You know what I'm saying? Because it's stuff that comes from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I really take my time with it, but most of the time I get in there and just do my thing. You know what I'm saying? It comes off the dome. I've been put on the spot a couple of times throughout my, you know what I'm saying, my little career or whatever. But I feel like that's what makes the best music though, when it's just coming from you naturally. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's dope.
I mean, it's like you make it look easy. I've been in the studio. I've seen you just go right in the booth.
Appreciate that.
Like, yo, I'm ready. You know what I mean? Like, just go right in the booth. The videos are like super professional. You're definitely working with some of the best up and coming directors around the area. The music, obviously, it's a sound gallery, so the music sound good. Technically, the engineering is on point. The production is on point. You make it look easy, but it can't all be easy. Outside of like real life hurdles, what are some of like the music game hurdles that you've had to jump over to get to this point?
It's crazy you say that, because honestly, it's just dealing with growing a fan base, growing a consistent fan base. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like I said, there's so many people who also doing the same thing. Like you said, it's a business, so you want to make yourself stand out, but you got to make yourself stand out and keep yourself. You know what I'm saying, out there, because it's easily somebody can take what you're doing and turn it into their own thing. And like you said, it's all competition at the end of the day. So you want to. That's one of the hurdles I've been coming across. Also tapping in with people, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's one of the things that when it comes to Tampa, you deal with a lot of egos, you know what I'm saying? You deal with a lot of those.
It's like that anywhere.
It's like that. Yeah, I'm not just saying Tampa, just in general, I like tapping into my backyard, you know what I'm saying? Being that it's already dope people who I look up to here, you know what I'm saying? So that's really one of the obstacles I've been coming across, just sometimes egos, you know what I'm saying? I'm a person who easily show love, easy to get along with, so you know what I'm saying? You come across the people whether they feeling themselves sometimes, and you might rub off too wrong on them. You know what I'm saying? And you don't intentionally try to. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you just making music and trying to work and do business. But
like they say, sometimes you gotta hit somebody up like 3 or 4 times.
You feel me?
Until they really check for you.
It's like that. It's like that. It really is. You know. But at the end of the day, like I say, you don't discredit nobody. You know, everybody's working. You know what I'm saying? They got their own business because you never know what nobody's going through. So. You don't have to take it as disrespect. You just, understand that is a problem. You know what I'm saying? That is something that you have to deal with. But on top of that, just I would say that's pretty much it, man. The city's lit right now. People coming through here. You know, we got celebs. You know, left and right. We got shows this and festival that, and I feel like Tampa, like you said, is really a gold mine. So it's up from here, really, pretty much.
I agree, and it's like it's motivating to me to be in a place where people are going hard. And it's the whole culture. I mean, it's like there's from music to the sports, all entertainment. Like people are going hard right now. And it's also not just Tampa. It's Florida. The whole state is lit right now. And it's like, to me, that's motivating. Like when I see somebody going hard, I want to go hard. I don't hate. I'm like, yo, if you got a Ferrari, I'm going to go get a Lambo. You feel me? Like I'm all about matching that hustle. But for you, like what keeps you motivated to keep grinding and showing and proving?
Seeing the smile on people's faces, man, after when they hear it. You know what I'm saying? My family, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how hard you can go and how much people push you as far as like your family supporting what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of people not being themselves, so you'll catch people, the closest people to them, not really supporting what they got going on because they don't necessarily feel like you being you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They not finna get behind what you got going on, and you'll know the people who had that behind them because they'll have that family support and they'll have that extra push because people know that the story that they telling is a real genuine story. So I feel like that's one thing that keeps me going is my family behind me and they pushing me, and you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy because like I said, me starting into it, it was something that I was kind of timid at first, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what everyone would think, you know what I'm saying? It's like you telling on yourself at this point, like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like you letting people know what you got going on in your life, and I didn't want people to be like, oh, he came up as a, you know what I'm saying, as a bum. They was really poor and all that stuff because, it was hard for us. But at the same time, it's also for those out there, it's relatable. So I feel like I said, that's a beautiful thing for music is that's what keeps me going is at the end of the day when I leave that studio or when I drop a project and later on people hear it and they be like, damn, bro, that was really good. Like you really, you know what I'm saying, gave it your all. That's a beautiful thing to me. It really is.
And on top of that, your music is truly authentic.
I appreciate that.
It represents the soil. Like it sounds like the wind coming through the palm trees. You know what I mean? Like it sound real. Like it's no fake. It's no cap in it. How important is that to you? Like I know you said sometimes you like to just have fun, but do you ever check yourself and it's like, okay, I gotta like be really true in this moment?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. I catch myself sometimes, you know, carrying off and like you said, doing the stuff that I think is just, this is attractive or this will catch attention, but sometimes I have to reel myself in like, nah, you're not being yourself, you're not being true to who you is, and that shit ain't gonna work. So you know what I'm saying? Because later on down the line, I'm gonna look back at that shit. I ain't gonna be happy with what I see. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, I want to be able to look back at my life and be like, you know what? It wasn't all gold and good to go, but I handle business. You know
I look at it the other way. I'm like, yo, would the 10-year-old version of myself be proud of like who I am now? Like, I really think about it like that way. And I try to make like positive favorite moments. Like I try to like make at least something happen every day in my life where I'm like, all right, this is lit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, as me as a kid would be like, damn, that's fire. For real. I don't know if there's any like one or a couple moments like that involved with the sound gallery. Any moments in the studio that like are favorite or standout moments for you could talk about?
Me linking up with Big Baby, man. That was something I feel like childhood me would be like, yeah, that shit crazy. Like, you feel me? Because like I said, I always had music in me. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a passion of mine. So being in tune with like a dope artist like that and seeing myself work and, you know what I'm saying, listening to what we came out with, I think I would have been fucking blown, bro. Like,
you would have been a fan of yourself.
Yeah, I would have been a fan of myself. Like, who the fuck is this nigga, man? It's crazy, bro. Like, you feel me? So that was a big moment for me. And honestly, just generally meeting people, you know what I'm saying, when I come through here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like definitely the younger me will be. Because that's what, you know what I'm saying, getting into football, I was always down with making friends, you know what I'm saying, that was the way I made friends, you know what I'm saying, that's the way my pops kind of put us out there and do our thing, you know what I'm saying, become who we is and get that discipline that we needed, you know what I'm saying, so that's a big part about it, man, being disciplined and coming up in here, because ain't nobody hitting my phone up saying, hey, you need to be in the studio or you need to be doing this, so it's good to, you know what I'm saying, have that motivation and be able to want to be in here, you know what I'm saying, so that's something I feel like, the younger me definitely been like.
You gotta want it. And the music that you've been working on recently is definitely like an upgrade. Like you stepping up. But I want to get deeper. I want to talk about some of the music that you've been putting out the last couple of years. You got a couple tracks that came out like 1, 2, 3. You had No Thotties, Hit the Road, Kid Next Door, right? All lyrical.
Facts.
Bars,
yes, sir.
Wordplay.
Yes, sir.
Like, where does that come from? Like, where does like the passion for putting these words together in such a way like that come from?
Well, shoot, not trying to be boring. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to just give them what they call it, mumble rap. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing you hear the term thrown around out there. Is just not trying to be one of those rappers trying to actually stand for something and mean something. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you can make good music on the type of beats. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so crazy how like you ever notice how like when it comes to lyrical artists, they kind of stick to a certain type of beat or style, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't really catch them on a trap type of beat.
Yeah, because all three of those records I just mentioned are a little bit different.
It's a little bit different,
but you're coming with the same intensity, the same lyrical
Appreciate that.
flows,
man. Appreciate that.
But switching it up, it's definitely impressive. But then you got tracks like Dark Rose, Karma, that's more on the melodic side of things. And how does that like work for you when you hear a beat? Like, how do you know when to go melodic, focus more on the hook, and how do you know when to give them straight bars? Like, what's that like?
Honestly, it'd be probably depending on what I'm going through in my life at that time frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I created Dark Rose and Karma, I was actually at a point in my life, you know what I'm saying, the crossroads relationship-wise and the person I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So it was just, you know what I'm saying, it was inspiration to me. You know what I'm saying? I let that drive me into my music, you know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the Kid Next Door and No Bodies and, you know, those records right there. It was just like, I was turned, you know, so I was lit. I was hungry for it. You feel me? I'm in the studio. I'm like, you know what? It was. I was had that drive. You know what I'm saying? But when I made other tracks, I was going through some things. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a beautiful part about music because, like you said, there's always something out there that people relate to. So that's definitely what drove those tracks and kind of like.
Your music's got definitely a balance between these strong hooks and these fire verses.
Appreciate that.
What's it usually like? Like, do you come with the hook first? And then right to the hook, and you come with the bars. Like,
honestly, if I had to say one, I think I would say hook first because it just comes to me a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I create hooks very fast. You know what I'm saying? And once I got a hook, I pretty much build my verse around that because now I got a topic. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's one of the biggest parts of as far as song structure. When you listen to the Jay-Z's and you listen to the Nas's out there, they hooks pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It tells a story, and then they give you. It's like they walk you through that voyage. You know what I'm saying? They walk you through that trail of the story. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, this is the cover of the book.
Like it all connects.
Yeah, it all connects. Right. It's like the hook is the cover, and then the verse is pretty much the story. You know what I'm saying? So. It's like that's pretty much what I give them, you know. So when you first turn it on and you hear that hook and you hear whatever how I'm coming, it's like it gotta catch you.
Yeah.
It gotta hit you, man. That's I stand on that, man. It gotta catch your attention in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah. And a couple of your newest songs and videos, you got Last Cyan, Crazy, New Age Rock Stars. It's like you got this, like I said, like an upgraded energy. Like, like what is it about coming out of this pandemic into like whatever we want to call it, this new world? Like, what's got you turned up?
That's what it is. You just said it, man. Just coming out of the pandemic, man. I had to let them know, man. It's no time to play. You know what I'm saying? I had ended up dropping a new project. Back for Revenge. Like I said, it's just everything I drop. It has a meaning, man. It's just let them know it's no games. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, over the time when people really pushing me and giving me that motivation I've been needing, that was really like something. That was those tracks, the Last Saying and New Age Rock Stars, like I said, I'm just stamping. I'm just letting people know, like, it's no time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no time to play, you know what I'm saying? So, it's really, my heart is in it, you know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. It's all everybody's seeing right now. They're seeing that, you know, I'm 10 toes, you know what I'm saying? So.
And I see you, like, on social media, you're popping up at the Sound Gallery a lot. You over here recording. What keeps you in tune and keep coming to the Sound Gallery? Like, what does this studio, what does the Sound Gallery, like, mean for you as an artist and a person?
The Sound Gallery, like you said, is first of all, it's all my life's work here. But like I said, it's family. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I really get that vibe. You know what I'm saying? And there's more people who you could tell when they come here, because I actually put, you know what I'm saying, I try to promote as best as I can as far as trying to get people in here, man. Because it's so many people you come across here, and there's so much work and business you can do here. It's crazy, and it's like you wouldn't have to go across. You know what I'm saying, to the next state. It's like the workers, the traffic is actually flowing through here. So being able to have that and being able to you know what I'm saying, help people and have people introduce and, you know what I'm saying, meet up and stuff, I feel like that's one of the things I actually appreciate about the Sound Gallery. It's family. You know what I'm saying? It's business. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to play. We getting down to work. But you're going to have fun, for sure. So that's definitely one of the big things for me.
Yeah, your music is just coming up. Like, you definitely catching some steam.
Appreciate it.
Coming out of 2021. What does the beginning of 2022 look like for you? Like, what does the next couple months, 3 to 6 months look like for Yayo?
I'm probably finna drop like a couple more singles on, you know what I'm saying? Got a few more surprise singles I'm dropping soon. Some videos, you know what I'm saying? You know how we step in. So, a couple of those, and then I think I'm gonna be ready for an album. Ready for another album. You know what I'm saying? A big album. I think it's time, you know, like I said, it's foot on the gas, man. I got so much in store for people, and I want to share it, you know what I'm saying? I can't hold it back no more. You know,
all right, so let's say this album drops and it catches some crazy wave. What's next? Like, what's down the line, like, a little bit deeper into the future?
Well, shoot, definitely learning my craft and get into it, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I want to learn how to DJ, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about taking different routes and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Just getting into different stuff that'll help me with my craft, you know what I'm saying? I'm very big on creating vibes, you know what I'm saying? Definitely investing. I'm a big person who like looking into stuff like that lately, you know, investing and creating a business and just having that generational wealth that we can stand on, you know what I'm saying? Create something, shoot, maybe we could branch off from Sound Gathering and we create something else that, you know what I'm saying, we're able to really make a big impact on the city, you know what I'm saying, and do big things like that. So that's pretty much what the future holds for me, man. Just turning up, giving back, and creating a path for myself and the people that I care about. You know?
We see Tampa just in the past couple of years growing and owning a piece of that growth, owning like your own little like corner of Tampa. It's like I can see that for
that's
you.
The goal,
like, I see that coming. And deeper into the music, like where do you see that taking you down the line? Like where do you see a couple of years from now? Where do you see yourself with the music?
Sure, definitely further from now, man. I don't think God put me here for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I feel like what I'm doing right now, it means something. So you know what I'm saying? And just the people that I come across, look what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? This is big for me. So just being where I'm at right now and knowing that, you know, there's so much more out there that life has to offer, I feel like that's pretty much what music's gonna take me. The sky's the limit. know what I'm saying? I'm on some Goku shit right now. I'm finna turn up and see how the far I can go. You feel me? So they just gonna keep getting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm keep hitting them in the mouth, and we gonna keep applying pressure for sure.
Yeah, and through your history of recording,
stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Through it all. You know what I'm saying? Through the hardships, through everything you're going through. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there in the world who sometimes going through worse than you. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be grateful for sure, and then you gotta be humble. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your ego drive you to a dark place. You know what I'm saying? Be true to yourself. Stay honest with yourself. Stay humble.
My folks used to always say to me, if you could choose your problems versus somebody else's problems, you will always gladly choose your own. You know what I mean? Like, you never know.
Hell yeah.
And going through it, what's some advice you could give to like a young artist that's trying to get into the game?
Stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? No matter, like I said, no matter what you're going through, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything personal, you know what I'm saying? Anything emotional, you know what I'm saying? Physical, just stay at it, man. Because at any moment, your life can change. And that's the beautiful part about the industry and the music itself, is that you could be on at any moment. You could be out of here. You know what I'm saying? Doing anything. So definitely stay consistent and keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to invest into yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't want broke for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going broke for this shit.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
So it's just, keep that consistency. You know what I'm saying? Keep that drive within yourself, that self-driven. Because ain't nobody going to push you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many people out here going to push you. You know what I'm saying? So, for sure.
And for people out there that want to tap into what you got going on, like what's the first song or video that people should check out of yours?
Personally, you should go check out New Age Rockstar. That's the latest one I just dropped out on YouTube right now. That's actually one of my favorite ones because I had shot it with one of my bros named Imani. Shout out who is Imani. And that was just like I said, it was a dope vibe when we created it. It really created the image that I could see myself 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Really with that crowd control, really on some rockstar shit at that level. You feel me? So that was one of the ones I actually had fun making for sure. So it was a really dope experience.
All right, so let's do something fun. We kind of wrapping it up. Let's do some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Let's have a good time. Just the first thing off the top of your mind, right? So you were smoking in the interview. What's your style? Indica, sativa, hybrid? How do you get down?
I'm an indica kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm chill. You know, I ain't really, sativa kind of just, I don't know, man. I'm an indica. I say
that's the one, right?
Yeah, sure.
Brown, clear, or beer?
Brown.
Yeah.
Brown, hell yeah, I can't even. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I'm a baby drinker, dog. I can't, God. I'll be one sip, man, 2, 3 shots. I'm fucked up.
Yeah. So let's get right in the booth. You know what I mean?
Real.
Let's go.
Straight up.
All right. How about when you with the shorty? Go to the movies or Netflix and chill?
Shoot, I'm a romantic, man. I'm a real hopeless romantic. So we hitting the movies, you know what I'm saying? Probably dinner or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to spice the night up, you know what I'm saying? So.
How about when it comes to like clothes? You rocking like Nike, Adidas, big brands, or do you go local?
Oh man, I'm a fly nigga. I ain't like everybody. I'll make anything look good. You know, so I'm from Tampa, Florida, you know what I'm saying? We hit the corner store, black tee. You know what I'm saying? White tee with some forces on, and I'm out there fresher than up there. Like, you feel me? I don't do too much. You feel me? I feel like
I'll say to Marcus, we need some sound gallery gear.
Yeah.
Some fly ass sound gallery.
I'll make that shit look like Gucci. They'll make that shit look like some motherfucking. That shit gonna look right. They like, damn, where you got this shirt from, bitch?
So I'm
the studio, bitch.
I'm a little different when it comes to the shorties, right? When the shorties, I like to smile. I'm a sucker for the smile and the eyes, right? Yeah. But I gotta ask, man, tits or ass?
Ass, man. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What? Give me a thick one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, man. It's gotta have you.
So you do rap, you do hip hop. You know what I mean? You're right in the mix of, I think, the middle. Mm-hmm. Like you rap. But the music has got different vibes. It's versatile. It's hip hop. You know what I mean? It's cultural. But outside of rap and hip hop, what's like your favorite music genre?
I would have to say rock, man. I would have to say that's it's crazy. The type of artists that are in rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? Just the energy to it, because I feel like that's something I actually fucks with about rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? Just the energy to it, the intensity to it. There's some dope rock and roll artists out there. You know what I'm saying? Some real legends out there. You know, and I appreciate their music. I really do.
Yeah, like, down here it's a nice rock scene too. Like you go out towards the beach, like St. Pete, Clearwater. There's a lot of good rock bands down here. That's on the come up, just like the rap and hip hop scene. The rock scene.
You know something crazy too?
Up.
I have to say, third from that would be country.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I love country.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy you said that, man. High school, I had a homie who used to pick me up and take us to school, you know what I'm saying, on some, catch a ride with a homie type shit. So bro used to pick a nigga up, you know what I'm saying, and he like, man, if you gonna be in my car, we listen to the country. I'm like, man, play that shit.
No, but I can't lie, I've been tapping into this new country movement. It's like you got the youth of America right now putting a swag on this country. So you go turn on the country station, it's auto-tune, it's 808s, like it's like almost like beats. It's almost sound like Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? Like it's
definitely making a stamp on the world.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
But I can see that for you. I can see you performing with a band.
Ooh, yeah.
Like I can see the band behind you, and
that's
you
a dream
doing
of mine,
with
man.
Rockstar.
That's a goal for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I see that coming for you.
Appreciate
All right, so we in Florida. It don't really get cold down here. I think this time last year was a little chilly, right? But like, if let's just say it does get colder. Let's say you gotta fly up north, you know what I mean, for a show. Are you rocking hoodies or jackets?
I'm rocking hoodie. What? I'm rocking hoodie. I'm pulling that bitch like Kenny from South Park, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how my shit.
Like tight up.
My shit tight. I'm pulling up. You feel me? I'm on Florida. I'm an island boy. Like, you feel me? Nigga, like I'm from Florida, bitch. So shit. I'm going up north anywhere cold. My shit tight. I ain't trying to get cold. I ain't trying to freeze and shit.
No, but for people to get perspective, it's December and it's like 80 degrees right now. Like this is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, what Tom Brady say? He say I ain't never going back to the cold.
Hell nah, man. That's why people come here. Shit, it's so crazy because New York people, shit, when the holidays come, you'll be like, oh, where you going for the holidays? I'm going to Florida. You be like, damn, man, you feel me? You think you want to be around some snow and, you know what I'm saying, actually scenery of, you know what I'm saying, Christmas and all the holidays and stuff, but they rather
But yeah, when you chilling with the homies, or you say you play football, is that what you reach for? Like, is it football? Is it basketball? Boxing? Like, what do you watch when you just chilling with the gang?
Shoot, man, I'm probably watching videos or something like that, man.
Music videos?
Yeah, music videos.
Yeah,
like,
that's a way.
I'll be in tune, like stuff like that, you know, so watching a good movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably in a Netflix series or something like that, but
I gotta say though, that's one thing I love about the sound galleries. The music videos is always on deck.
Yeah.
At like all our different locations, you walk into the studio, chances are there's some videos, there's a playlist going.
Yeah. That's how I met a lot of artists, man, coming in here and being like, damn, who was that?
Who is that?
Real shit.
Man, I come in here, I try to sneak some of my stuff I produce on the list. I'm like,
Yeah.
So yeah, music videos, that's a dope answer. I feel like almost just like, you know, I'm from Philly, right? So like a lot of music videos is just everybody standing in front of the corner store. And it's like shot out, you know what I mean? But you got videos that's like creative, right? It's like, I really definitely appreciate artistically what you got going on. Maybe we could just real quick get into that. Like, how does that process of making videos go for you? Do you have the ideas? Do the directors reach out to you? Like, how does that work?
I tend to have them myself, you know what I'm saying? When we on set of doing things, you know what I'm saying, they kind of throw their little twist into it, and that helps a lot. So that's why, like you said, music is a good thing because it's a team effort, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate them for doing that because we create great work, you know, so. But I tend to have the ideas myself, you know what I'm saying, and probably get a little sprinkle of help here and there, but most of the time they come off the dome, like you said, me watching other videos and me really trying to create something that, like I said, leaves a stamp on you and takes you through an experience, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
So let's say somebody come in and cut you that check right now, like, yo, we gonna put this money behind your album. Are you going and buying the brand new 2022 Benz off the lot, or you going classic car? Like, what's the car game like?
Shit, I'm probably going classic car.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm going something sufficient, you know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna get me around the A to B, because shit, at that point, I'm gonna be trying to hit the road. I'm gonna be trying to slide, you know what I'm saying? I know that shit ain't it don't stop, you know what I'm saying?
So you might need the Sprinter.
Might need a little Sprinter, you feel me? I might need, you feel me? That's what I'm on. I'm thinking the big picture with it, you feel me? So.
And what about like in the car? Like, you still rocking the radio? You on Spotify? You listening to podcasts? Like, what's it look like when you driving?
I actually just got into to a podcast, like checking out different podcasts and stuff like that, like on the little stations that they have. But most of the time, I'm on iTunes with it, you know. Yeah. Probably on. It's crazy because I still fuck with SoundCloud. I still fuck with Spotify and shit. So we on Spotify's, the SoundClouds, you know, from the YouTube's probably catch a video or something. But probably at night, you know what I'm saying, when I'm chilling or something, you know, so I check out a couple of the little podcasts and see how those rocking, you know. So I got a couple of friends who actually get into that lane, you know what I'm saying?
My shorty got me into the podcast lane. Like, I'm hooked now.
Yeah.
I'm hooked. I'm listening. I got this joint called Castbox.
Ooh,
it's just an app for podcasts.
Okay.
And that, That joint is lit.
Yeah,
so
man,
you
it's
just go on there
definitely
and
so
type
much talent out there
Crazy.
in the podcast world. Like, so many people got great topics on, you know what I'm saying, and great content.
Because think about it, whatever you love, like let's say you love music, but you're not musical. That podcast gives you a lane to get into it. Like, so I go on Castbox, I type in music, that's my new thing, and I listen to all these music podcasts. Kind of like how we doing right now. Like, there's a lot of artists just talking to people. Like, I love it, man. I'm getting into podcast game heavy. 2022.
That shit fire, man. I ain't gonna cap.
So we kind of like wrapping up the interview. I want to give you the floor. I don't know if you got any shout outs or any last words that you want to give to the people, but it's all you.
Definitely, man. Shout out to the artists I've been working with, you know, throughout the past. Prophet 813, you know what I'm saying? Push Supreme, D Slugger, Joey Trill, Young Dread, Jit Red, Shaguni, who was Big Baby, Chicky Boss Man. Those people who we want to give a shout out to. Izzy. You know what I'm saying? Snap, my boy Free Snap, you know what I'm saying? You know how that shit goes. So, you know what I'm saying? RIP Scale, you know what I'm saying? So, those people I really want to give a shout out to. You know what I'm saying? My family, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, we here. You know, we in the building.
Yeah, some of those names heavy. Like, shout out Push Supreme.
Hell yeah.
Doing it right now. Yo, cuz, gassing. Like, it's an artist down here that I look at and I'm like, yo.
Yeah, man.
If everybody took their shit as seriously as he is right now, like, the whole scene would come up. Like,
yeah, man. I respect bro work, man. He really, like I say, he a gem, bro. He remind me like Kanye, you know what I'm saying, as far as like his craft itself.
Just
like,
putting it out there,
I didn't just put it out there, just, you know, he's a creative genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know when he drops something, it's gonna have that effect.
It's gonna make impact.
It's gonna make an impact. It's gonna be a vibe. For sure.
You're headed in that direction, man. Making every drop, whether it's a single or project, you make an impact.
Appreciate that.
You really like got a name that's buzzing right here. You putting in the work. I see big blessings coming your way, 2022 and beyond, man. So thank you for taking the time today.
Thank you, man. Thank you
repping for the Sound Gallery, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? We live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Sound Gallery. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Digital Crates. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. For sure.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Peace.